Good morning to my family members. July the 9th, between the hours of 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at night, my family is getting together and I'm going to be able to teach them how to become millionaires by the Bible principles. So, have you ever heard of the rule of 72? The rule of 72 simply applies whatever interest rate you make on your money, you divide it into 72 and tell you how many years it takes for your money to double. So, for instance, if you can get 15% interest on your money, you divide it in 72, your money doubles about every 5 years. The reason why you need to get 15% on your money is inflation grows at the rate of 12%. And there is places out there to get 15% if you know the right place to get it. Baron Rothschild is the one that came up with this formula, and you can put in any calculator, it works. My grandmother, at 8 years old, gave me a Bible. I didn't really even know anything about Jesus, but I loved the Bible stories. In our house, we had six kids, a mother and father with one bathroom. The quietest place to do your homework was in the bathroom. So I would take the clothes hamper and do my homework. Then I would lay in the bathtub and read the Bible my grandmother gave me. I learned at 8 years old that if you gave God 10%, that you will receive, including what the devil stole from you, 100-fold return in this lifetime. I also learned that you have to love yourself. So you have to put up 10% for yourself. The younger you get started, the easier it is to do. So what you want to do, number one, say that you came in to $4,000. You take that $4,000 and start doubling it every year at the age of 60 and age of 25. And you never add another dime to it. Every 5 years, it's going to double. So at 30, it's going to be worth, let's round it off to 5,000, because I said at 15% interest, if you double it to excuse me, it's going to double every 5 years. So that's $5,000 at 25 years old. When you turn 30, it's going to be worth 10,000. 35, 20,000. 40, 80,000. 45, 160,000. 50, 250,000, roughly. At 55 years old, it's going to double to $500,000. And then by the time you're 60, 65, it's going to be worth $1 million. Now, what I used to do, I was a regional vice president, Prime America, showing people how to make and save money. What you want to do is get a 401k, which is tax deductible. Now, usually jobs match you 100%, and then you can put a certain amount you want to yourself. Well, if you don't save this money, you got to pay taxes on it. If you invest it in something like a 401k, you don't start paying taxes until you draw it out. The age you can start drawing out is 59 and a half. Then by 70, you have to draw it all out. That's when you start paying taxes. So you got time to plan and put that money somewhere. Well, what you do during that period, over that 60-something years, you do what you call dollar cost average. Stocks go up, they go down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So by putting, say, $100 a month away, when it goes up, your stocks don't buy too many. As it starts going down, your stocks buy more. As it go up, your stocks don't buy too many. As it go down, it buys more. But you want to put them in a good mutual fund company. In the history of the United States, there's never been a mutual fund company that went out of business. There's over 4,000 of them. Banks went broke, but Sears and Roebuck, Montgomery Ward's, Coca-Cola paid dividends during the Great Depression. So you want a dollar cost average. And if you don't do it, the government's going to take the money anyway. So what do you have to lose? Now, there's two places in the Bible where it talks about paying your tithes. That's in the book of Malachi, the last book of the Old Testament, and Luke. Malachi is the only place in the Bible that God says to prove him. That he will open up the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing that your barns won't have room enough to fulfill it. In my lifetime, he has opened up the floodgates. You can't outgive God. Give him his 10%, and he's going to bless you. God reigns on the just as well as the unjust. Bill Gates is not a Christian, but him and his wife, Bill Gates is the richest man in the world. Him and his wife spend 12 hours a day giving away money because they know that God's principle works. So I have told my family through the Bible how to save, become a millionaire. Now me, I made a deal with God and said, if you let me retire by the age of 50, I'll serve you the rest of my life. May, my wife said, you can't make deals with God. I said, well, I did. God allowed me to retire before the age of 50. And so he takes care of me as he takes care of the birds. I'm going to serve him every waking and sleeping minute I got here on earth. Not just because of the blessings of money, in all areas of life, God has blessed me. So I'm telling you, my family, that if you use God's principles, they'll work. So this whole idea of this message is that I have always wanted to see my whole family come to God. I want to see them all in heaven. So I want my family members who wants to be born again to say, according to Romans 10:9-10, If you confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that Jesus Christ came to earth, died, rose the third day, you shall be saved and sin no more. If you have if you have recited that and you believe it in your heart, you're born again. Once born again, nobody can take it from you. What happens is you start having a spirit man in you that start warring against each other, your flesh and your spirit. So that's going to always be a war. So God is so just. Once you're born again and you slip, then you go to 1 John 1:9. That if you confess it, that God is faithful and just to forgive you of all sins, and you right back in standing with Him. Your life was predestined before you was born, according to Romans 8:28 and 29. The people that came to Christ, name was already written in the Lamb Book of Life. Even though we have a free will to choose Him or not to choose Him, God is all-knowing. So He knows who's going to come to Him. He knows who's not. So you that came to Christ today, it was by no accident. It was predestined. It was predestined that I live long enough to give this message. Clara, I told her I only wanted to live to July the 9th. He said, Wesley, you better start saying you want to live to July the 10th. You might die the morning of the 9th. Well, it is finished. God has blessed me to speak to my whole family on this day. I've been standing in a gap for them all this time. It is finished. God bless every one of you. I love you. And for you that got born again, I will see you in heaven, where my best friend who passed, I think 2 years ago, some knew him by Charles Johnson, some call him Charlie. His grandsons and grandkids call him Buddy. I call him Pee-wee. So Pee-wee's kids and grandkids, if you want to see Buddy again, then you must be born again. I know for a fact Buddy was born again, because I was there when he accepted Jesus Christ as his Lord and Savior. God bless you. Love you all. Wesley.